All right, testing, testing. Hello, hello. Can anybody hear me? Awesome. All right, gotta put that a little bit more. I just want to make sure that I can read your guys's chat. And is getting. All right, guys. If you're watching the stream, I don't know if anybody's in here yet, but I'm gonna get started here in just a minute. I just want to make sure that I can read your guys' chat throughout the just so I can watch your guys' chat. So if you guys have any questions or anything, you can ask me during the stream. I can just let you guys know. All right, let me log into my other account on YouTube so I can get that signed out. Accounts. All right, guys. Let's get us logged in. Let's go here. Sorry, I'm trying to do it on my phone real quick, so it might just be just a minute. And make sure. Okay. And I'm going to put that in. Okay, cool. So now that we've got all of that, I'm going to exit out of here, here, and there, and we can keep that up. I'm going to test some in-game gameplay real quick. I'm going to make sure that it's not lagging on the screen. And we're going to pause here. Okay, so looks like the bitrate is perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So I already did one round, but there was nothing special. Let's go ahead and get started though. If you guys have any questions throughout the stream too, just let me know. I know my audio is not too good. It's because I'm using a mic that is really crappy, but we should be fine. Oh, nice. We already got armor. Alright. So, and I'll actually wait till people get in the stream to start talking. Awesome. We're gonna go unlock that first door. Let's go ahead and get up here. Alright guys, so like usual, all we're doing is, sorry, I can't talk right now, but all we're doing is just like normal. We're even in like any of the guides, so we're just turning on the power first, getting the Pack-a-Punch online, and the way we do that, so you're gonna go over there, turn up the power. You're gonna go over to that terminal. You're gonna see another red terminal over here. Once you've got those two, it's gonna spawn what's called the anomaly in the middle of the map. So this anomaly is actually going to be found in a lot of the locations on the map when you travel all over. Sometimes they're spawned in random locations, but it's usually dependent upon what like what kind of weapon you're going to be getting throughout your gameplay. And I'll be showing you it's the super weapon. It's called the DI. I don't know. I'm stumbling right here, but DIE. Perfect. And the DIE is one of the super weapons other than the ray gun that we use to complete the Easter egg. And you will need this weapon in order to move further in the steps. Okay. By the way, so if you're looking for the, while we're down here too, if you're ever looking for the music Easter egg, so music Easter eggs on this map, they're based out of cassettes. So it's a little tiny cassette tape that you're gonna find throughout the map if you want to find these little music Easter eggs. So the first one, back on these back walls, you're gonna see this splattered kind of knocked over terminal. Right here, this little thing right here, interact, and that's your first cassette. And just like any of the other music Easter eggs from the past zombies, it's going to be 3 of them. So we're going to find 2 more after that, and we should be good. Going along with the main Easter egg again, though, we need to, so once we're in the anomaly, so this is the anomaly state, once we're in here, we're going to want to get to this, it's going to be marked on your map, it's called the Aether Tunnel. Kill these dogs, okay, and we're going to come down here. And all I did was I just interacted with the tunnel. It's going to cost a little bit of money, about 500, but you're going to be able to interact and go through that portal just like a kind of a fast travel um, interaction. All right. And so once we have that Pack-a-Punch part, you're going to go back to that anomaly in the very middle. And it's actually going to give you little hints. It's going to say machine in the middle right here. So all we're going to do, come over here and put this baby down. And we're going to be transported out of the ether now, back into the real world. Still dog ground, perfect. Alright, and at this step, we're basically stuck until we get one of the Juggernaut guys. So it's one of the special zombies. You're going to be able to see he shoots like a little acid bomb at you. Until we get that guy, we're kind of stuck. We can't do many of the steps. So throughout the map, there's going to be little locations that we're going to need to shoot with the special weapon, and this is where we're going to need that special weapon. This box right here, I'll show you a little bit more later, but throughout the map, there's these little locations we're going to need that special weapon. So we'll go ahead and keep playing until we get that boss zombie, and then we'll take it from there. All right. I wish there was a little bit more I can show you guys right now, but unfortunately, Oh, also, if you're making loadouts in the pregame, I recommend you run this ethereal shroud. It really, really helps, especially if you're in a tricky situation. With the wonder weapon, it is enormously helpful. So you can keep sucking souls in. I'll kind of show you a little bit more on how to use it once we get to that point, but in general, it's probably one of the better kind of specialist perks you can bring with you. Alright, let's see, where's the last zombie? Also, I would recommend playing a little bit beforehand too, maybe get some crystals. So in this game, it's called Ethereum crystals. They're used to upgrade weapons, perks, and everything. I recommend maxing out your Juggernog. It really, really benefits, especially from that plus 100 health. So you'll have a couple more shots on you. Might as well. Awesome. Okay. So this is our special zombie. And in order to get started with your Easter egg, we're going to need this guy for actually quite a bit of stuff. So right here is one of the upgrade spots for our Wonder Weapon. So as you can see, we're going to want to kind of get away from him a little bit. Let's get away a little bit. Alright. So our main objective right now is to get that guy and his acid attack. We're trying to get it on that tree that I was just by. I'll show you a little bit more. Let's see if I can weaken down the surrounding ones. Okay. So right here, there's a little mushroom on this tree. There we go. Perfect. So you see how it turned purple? So that means that we did it right. And actually, I'm not going to even kill the last zombie yet. We're going to kill that big guy first. But just know that you need to get this big guy right here on that first round he spawns. It doesn't need to be first round, but definitely soon so you don't up it in rounds. We're trying to get him to shoot this tree with the little mushroom right here on the side, the little fungus. Alright, and the second step of this is we need to kill this guy and get the card from him. Pretty self-explanatory. We're just going to go around and messing him up. Shotguns work incredibly well on this guy. And I recommend just kind of keep training around him. I don't like to end the round until I get this guy killed, just so it's a lot off my plate. And this guy, once he dies, it's not really a death. He actually spawns into two more. So it's always the second one that spawns. That's the one that gives you the key card. So if you are in, like, let's say a public match or something, and they're going after that first one, just remember that the second one drops the key card for you. And actually, I'm probably gonna go buy the shotgun right here, just so we can kind of get this done. Alright, we're gonna keep training around these guys. There we go. Alright, nice. So we got all of the special zombies killed. If you look into your, I don't know why it's not coming up. Maybe I didn't grab it. Let's go back. There it is. Okay. So this is the key card. If you get it correctly, so it's going to say Ultra. Most of the parts, actually all the parts in this game are going to be golden when you pick them up. If you press tab or whatever you're on, Xbox Select or PlayStation, you're going to see in your DIE column, it's going to say the key card, and that means you have it. Once you get this key card, once you get it from the second dropped special zombie, you're going to come over here into weapon storage, I think it's called. Weapons lab, my bad. So you're going to come right here, and when you see this machine right here next to the box, you're going to see this little red blinking kind of column, and you're going to insert your key card into this machine. All right. And once this is done, so you actually don't need to do this step if you already have the Wonder Weapon. This is if you don't have the Wonder Weapon and don't want to keep spinning for the box. It really does take a long time. Um, Maybe sometimes you get lucky, but all you need is the Wonder Weapon for this step. After that, we're going to go ahead and kill our zombie and move on to the next step, if I can find it. Okay, or it's just going to take forever. Where is it today? Come on. Wow, this thing is taking forever. There it is. Oh. There we go. Okay. And where did that go? Nice. So once we're to that next round, so this is where we're gonna need a lot of zombies. This step is gonna require, I would say, probably around 20 to 30, if not more, maybe. In solos it could be different, but we'll double check. So all you're gonna do is train a bunch of zombies. If you don't know how to train, then I wish you luck. But this is a great spot for training since you have so many exits and kind of weave through them all. And if you don't notice from the audio, it's actually saying that there's a DIE signal in this area. So that means that the Wonder Weapon is in this area. It's never actually going to change locations. So you're gonna, if you ever come near this area, it's always gonna say this quote. So that means you are on this part of the Easter egg. You don't need to do this step if you already have the Wonder Weapon. Just keep that in mind. So the what I did basically just did was the Wonder Weapon is in this room, but in order to get it out, we need to suck zombies. This acts a lot like the traps in the other games. Let's just kill these guys real quick. So, as I was saying though, this acts a lot like the traps in the other games. All you're going to be doing is just bringing them through there, getting kills with them. If you played Black Ops 4, it's very similar to most, if not all, the traps in there. Alright, so let's go back. Alright, and once we have all the souls complete, so once you've gotten all the kills and turned it on from that little crack right there, you're just going to come back over here and discharge the weapon. Let's Alright, and at this point, I like to save a few, not a few zombies, but just a couple. And we're going to take this weapon. So, this is our Wonder Weapon, the DIE Shockwave. Throughout the game, once we get these upgrades, the name is going to change, just keep that in mind. This has two abilities. One is a humongous, I'll actually show you here in just a second. It's basically the Thunder Gun, but it goes a lot farther in range. And the other one is a suck, which allows it to refill its ammo and then kind of do splash damage around the area. Not splash, but kind of leeches off all of them in the area. So, as I was mentioning earlier, this little box right here, this is part of the Easter egg. It contains one of the steps for your upgrade. Keep in mind, you are going to have to get every single upgrade before finishing this Easter egg. So let's go ahead and get the first one. Alright, so all we're going to do is we're just going to shoot it with our primary fire with this wonder weapon. There we go. And we're going to grab this little flask right here, the empty flask. There we go. Alright, and just like earlier, when we had the big guy shoot this tree, the reason why we did this is because once we get the flask, you can actually just put it right below this. And you're going to wait maybe like a round, and then it should be filled up, and then we can come back to it. So for right now, just for the sake of time, we can go ahead and just leave it there. Alright. So for step number 2, we're actually going to go back up to that place that we shot the box. Kind of bob and weave through this place. Alright, and once we are, actually, let's just do that real quick. Alright, let's go ahead. This is the alternate fire, by the way, for the special weapon. Okay, so now that we have, you do need to use a shot on this just so that you can suck again. The suck is the secondary fire again. Okay, so all we're going to do for this step, you're going to come down this little slope, and you're going to notice this little canister. Just going to suck this. So you're right here, and just in time, actually, it's a dog round. So for this step, I recommend waiting till a dog round. Maybe you can find some dogs, or maybe you collected in the Therian part, ether scope part. Either way, all we're going to do for this step is we're going to need to go back down to that bunker. And we're going to go back into the weapons lab. And again, the weapons lab is where Deadshot Daiquiri is. We're going to come down here. And on this wall, you're going to notice this little contraption here. You're going to put in the little canister. There we go. And it doesn't take much. It takes about like 1 to 2 dogs. And once you collect it again off the wall, this is when we're going to go get our upgrade. And actually, I recommend using this upgrade more than the other ones. If you get electric first, or maybe the other ones, electric is very good as well. But I personally, I just recommend using the gas one, since it has the highest kill potential, I would say. Okay, so once you're coming out of the bunker, you'll notice this little metal box right here. It's going to be the same location, of course. None of the spawns change. Let's kill some of these guys. But anyways, we're going to see this little metal box right here. Let's see. There we go. Kind of just... There we go. Alright, let's see. Okay, so as I was saying with this one though, all you're going to be doing once you place the canister on top of this container right here, it's never going to change again. There we go. All you're going to do is shoot the canister. This is going to cause it to explode, but now that it exploded, you can actually get your Nova 5 attachment for this weapon. And then, once you do get this wonder weapon, you come down here, and you're going to notice that there's four kind of things, like little tubes for it right here. You're going to shoot the one. You know, it's really weird. I think it is it this one. Oh, you know what? Okay, I forgot a step. That's why. So you actually don't have to shoot it right now. I forgot they did change it a little bit. There we go. So once you get this gas one, though, we're actually going to do our uh, the frozen one next. So our cryo one. Basically the same idea. There's about 2 steps to each upgrade, and then you're finished. For this step, actually, you're going to come over here, and you're going to come back to this little vial that we had. And that's actually all the steps that we need to do for the cryo one. Is all you have to do is get that big guy to shoot the tree. It's going to start dripping that liquid. Put the flask underneath it, and remember that flask we found uh, on that box in the middle of the spawn area when you're going up that little ramp. Alright, and then the box for it is actually, if I can get past this guy, it's going to be right here. For this one, you don't need to shoot anything, it's just going to automatically unlock. And then once that's done, you now have the second upgrade to your weapon. I'm not going to get it because I actually prefer the poison one, but you can if you want. Alright, the next step, so all we have left to do is electric, and we also have fire. So for the fire one, we're actually going to come over here. I don't know if there's actually certain routine of doing this, but I do it just to be safe. You could find that it might be faster a different way, but I just do it because I have seen it. I don't know. Yeah. But anyways, we're gonna go search for the rift. Perfect. It's up there. And we're actually going to do this one. Open up the dark ether. Alright, and for this step, we are actually going to come over here. And since we already shot this one open, we're going to grab this little fuse, and we're going to take this portal. Once we take the portal, this one's going to be open. You're going to come over here. Is it here yet? No, it is not. Okay. So that means we are missing one step. Let's see. Is it this one I forgot to travel through? Oh, okay. So actually we're going to need to get the ether scope part first. And the ether scope parts can be found all across the map. But generally there are just a couple locations that you can find them. The first one is usually out by spawn. So all we're going to do is come out here. And as you can see, the first part is right here. If you didn't get the upgrade for that one part for the canister, this would be a great time to use it as well. When you're picking it up, you can go fill up the canisters. Alright, and then for the second location is usually out by the plane. There's a couple of places it can spawn, but generally it's going to be like on this, and in this case it's right here. Awesome. So we got that part, and then the final one is actually going to be, let's kill these guys. So we're going to need to go back into the dark ether in just a second. Actually, guys, I'm going to pause for just a second so I can get my phone plugged in. That way I can just check the chat. There we go. And we're actually going to... Alright, 1 second, guys. Alright, and then all we're going to be doing for this next step, if I can remember where I just freaking left off. Okay, we're going to go find the other ether scope part. So for this step, you're going to want to find that ether portal again. But if you remember, in order to open that portal again, we are going to need to kill enough zombies to get back into that ether portal. So we're going to kind of have to play the waiting game, see where it spawns. Usually it's going to spawn up here until late game. So there's a portal back here usually, one up here of course. I think there might be one in spawn, but usually it's those two locations I just showed you. And this is exactly why I love this one. If you're trying to revive somebody in a public game or something, it honestly it protects the living crap out of you. So, all right, we're gonna go right here. Oh, okay, or it just disappeared. This is not a great spot to be. Come over here. Okay, so we might have killed enough zombies. Let's see. Alright. We're gonna kind of have to play the waiting game until that portal spawns again. Okay. Let's see if it spawned yet. That should have been enough, so let's go double check real quick. It's not here, so let's go double check downstairs. So not in here. It could be actually back on Pack-a-Punch, so let's go double check there. No. No, okay, so it's in the power room. Perfect. So all you're gonna do is go back into the dark ether. We're gonna go find that last part, and actually conventionally is right here by a vent. So we're just gonna go over and grab that real quick. Once that is done, I'll show you where to go. Okay, so we're gonna grab this part. It's always gonna be from the games that I've played. It doesn't really move locations, so that's pretty good. And we're gonna actually protect ourselves real quick as we craft this ether scope, and you're always going to build it at this little location. And we have completed the next step in the Easter egg. So you'll notice that once we get done with this, once you get done with that little part of the Easter egg, you actually get this portal that spawns right here. So you're going to go ahead and enter this, and we're actually not going to be moving too far. There's a reason that they put it right here. So you're going to grab this diary. So on this computer, you have to grab this diary, and you're going to come right into this corner, right by Speed Cola, into this corner. And you're going to be giving him his diary back. Awesome. So he's going to go through this big dialogue. It's really loud right now. I'm kind of losing my... I can't hear anymore. But at this point in the Easter egg, it's just going to be a lot of just listening to his shitty dialogue, and then we're going to be moving on. I should mention that while you're near him, the zombies won't attack you as long as you are close enough to him. Right after this, though, he is going to be attacking. Alright, and this is why I say that this little thing is very helpful. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and get these guys, get our armor back with this. I got one more stim left. Hopefully I won't have to use it. I'd rather save it. Okay. We're going to be coming down here. Let's go ahead and pack this. Okay, so the next step in the Easter egg, all we're going to be doing is, so we're going to actually have to go back into the dark ether now that I've done that. Kind of wasted a little too much time, but that's totally fine. It should insta respawn back in here. Okay, so not insta respawn, but should be very close. Let's go ahead and repair our armor. We're gonna suck some of these. Okay, cool. So the portal is back. All you're gonna be doing, same thing. You're gonna go back into the dark ether, kind of bobbing and weaving around these guys. But our next location is in this main hall that you're gonna be going down right when you get into the bunker. It's gonna be sometimes it's on this wall, but usually it's gonna be in this back left corner. And remember, always give him his diary, or else the dialogue won't start. And we're gonna go ahead and suck this guy, and he's actually not gonna split. This is the one that doesn't. Okay, and if we're fast enough, we should be able to get the two dialogues into one. So he's gonna disappear. This means that we did the second step. Next step is actually gonna be in the power room. Actually, sorry, not power room, pack-a-punch room. And he's gonna be right below the stairs where we actually built that little device. Give him his diary so he can start that dialogue. Perfect. All right, and once he's done, you're actually done with this step. It's going to transport you out of the ether mode, and you are going to have all your passcode steps up here actually provided to you. They're going to be on this computer. You're going to go ahead and type these in. I'm going to go get my actually going to go get my armor real quick. Okay, and so once you get to this step, you're actually going to notice that there's now a blue glow to this little pipe that I tried to shoot earlier into the game. Alright, let's go ahead and get that. Okay, and now this is the step that we actually shoot these little tubes. So all we're going to do, shoot that first one with the gas one. The cryo one is right next to us, so we might as well do that one. And you're going to see it's kind of a bluish one. So we're going to hit this one. Perfect. Alright, and for this step, we're actually going to need the fire and electricity ones. Since we already have the fuse, we're going to go ahead and do that one real quick. Alright. And it looks like it's spawned here. Alright, let's pray that this works. There is a lot of them out today. Alrighty. Where did that guy go? Insta kill. There we go. Alright, so for this step in the Easter egg, all we are going to be doing, already got our fuse. We're going to go check if that plasma cutter is down here yet. Sometimes it is pretty glitchy. Sometimes you might need to press E in the location, or if you're on Xbox, I guess X, or whatever your interact button is. We're going to come over here. And usually, yes, perfect. Okay, so all you're going to do is you're going to place that fuse on this plasma cutter. And if this is done properly, it should transport you out. Perfect. Awesome. In this case, I'm going to go repair my armor. Okay. Let's go repair the armor. There we go. Okay. And now that we have that crate completed, that means that our our little fire weapon is done. You're going to need to come back over here into this corner. And you're going to see on this truck right here, you're going to be able to switch into the thermophasic wonder weapon. And we're actually going to go train a little bit. Let's go ahead and switch real quick. There we go. Yeah, so exactly what the dialogue just said. This thing is insane at taking out hordes of zombies in seconds. So this one has 100 ammo, so all you're going to do is literally the first one, it goes through every single zombie. This one is not too powerful. I would say the gas one is still a lot better. But it's totally up to you. I would say that the gas is the most powerful one for melting zombies. The frost one is also incredibly good. I think the best balance of them all is probably going to be the electric one. The electric one is just very good in general. Let's see what this is. Oh, nope. I hate LMGs. Awesome. That's going to help a lot for this next step as well. So the only thing we're missing now is we are only missing our... There we go. Let's go back to the original weapon. For this one, I like to go back to the original one only because it does not work very well with the upgraded one. I actually haven't tried it with the other ones, so correct me if I'm wrong, but we're going to go down here, this way, repair our armor before we start this next step. And if this is done right, you should notice that there is a portal, perfect, right here. Alright, for this step we're going to be shooting our crystals. We're going to come right here and actually transport up once we're able to do so. I recommend using the ether tunnels and abusing them really hard right now so that you can get all of them done in one step. Hopefully I'll be able to do so. So your first one is actually going to be on the top of Noctur Untoten. So all you got to come is right here, grab this crystal, and if you do this right, you're going to be able to see an orange glow on the front of your wonder weapon. Without shooting the weapon, you're going to have to come back down into the power, into the Pack-a-Punch room. And you'll notice in the back over here, there is a little chest you're going to have to shoot. So metal box, perfect, right here. First one done. And funny enough, all the locations for the crystals are right next to the teleport little pads right here, like the little ether tunnels. Come up here. And this one's actually going to be right here. So you're going to suck this crystal. Awesome. Come back down the ether portal. And go back to power. And you are going to shoot this yet again with the crystal. Alright, and the last and final one. Oh, I missed it. There we go. You're going to come up here. And the last and final one is actually going to be on top, right over here. Right there, we got that crystal. And now we're going to come over here, back through the ether tunnel. And it doesn't matter if the ether closes or whatever, if you get transported back, you're still going to have that fuse inside. So all you're going to be doing is shooting this box yet again. And I actually recommend using this one for the boss fight. This one is incredibly, incredibly helpful. And I actually should have mentioned, before you transition weapons, before you get the fire one, I should have shot this one. But in this case, we're just going to shock this one. Use the ether portal back up, and we're going to go to fire real quick and shoot it and transition back. Okay, so we are in this part. We're going to come over here back to our firebox. And might as well buy this while we're at it. Now, I should mention, if you have the ray gun during this fight, I've had lots of problems with a glitch happening where the ray gun counts as a pistol, of course, and it will make you trade. It will basically just delete. It'll basically just delete your ray gun and leave you with empty hands. You can't get another weapon or anything. It honestly stinks. So I recommend not running the. I mean, if you're gonna use the ray gun, make sure that you get revived almost instantly. There's just a lot of glitches for some reason around it. Cool. All right, and now that we've got this, you're gonna notice a red thing on the wall. There's gonna be two ghosts right here. Once you come on, there should be two ghosts. It actually might be once I get in the dark ether. Yeah. So you're gonna notice this portal right around here. And this is going to spawn our two ghosts that are going to go through a lot of dialogue. You don't need to do anything but stand by them. Alright, we're just going to let them do their thing. And this is actually what we're going to be finding in this next step. What this is called a decontaminant device. It is used to basically decontaminate the chamber that we're going to be using here in a second. Let's go ahead and get that. So in order to get this step done, all we're going to be doing is coming down here. And we're going to be going back to the tank in spawn. If I can find it. There we go. So this tank in spawn. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot. I am stupid. They dropped a wrench that I was supposed to grab. So we're using this wrench in order to bang the side of the tank in order to lure the guy out. And actually, I'm going to show you that step in just a second, guys. Alright, let's come over here. It's going to be on this little, right here. It's going to be purple. There we go. And actually, we'll just use this to get up. There we go. Come over here. And you are going to come over here. And you're just going to keep banging this thing with a wrench. It is literally exactly how it sounds. You're going to see a little guy pop out. I and you're going to throw a Semtex. It has to be a Semtex at the top of the hatch right there. You're going to notice it shoots that tree. And over here, you're actually going to find the decontaminant device. All right, and with this decontaminant agent, you actually can't use anything except for the decontaminant device. So you can't fast travel or anything. So you're basically have to. It's just a glorified escort step, basically. All right, we're gonna keep walking it, and just place that puppy in there. Okay, so when it means subject, that means we're gonna need to put a big guy under there. When I mean big guy, it means the guy that shoots acid at you. You're gonna need to place one of those guys directly under. I'm gonna show you. There's a little circle you're gonna need to keep them between. This is gonna be your guide to getting them under there. All right, let's wait till we got one of the big guys. Well, I wish the big guy was here, but might take a few rounds for one to spawn. Looks like there's two more. Let's go ahead and use one of these portals just to get my armor back. Armor is very important in the boss fight. You're going to be able to get some back whenever the big guys die. Again, I'm going to show you that once we get to that step. Alright, let's go ahead and use this. Cool. Back up to the top. Alright. And actually, what I'm going to recommend is that you go train and spawn until one of those big guys spawns. Perfect timing. There it is. Nice. Alright, let's go get some more ammo. It's just gonna be a lot of waiting for that big guy to come, unfortunately. As you can see, this takes forever, so we might be here a while, unfortunately. Let's see what we can craft. Okay. Probably get a craft. Okay, actually, let's just keep that. Actually, oh, there it is. Perfect. So, we're going to need to bring this guy down to the bunker. And I'm just going to kill off some of these guys because they're going to get in my way. Oh, just dropped my... That's very unfortunate. Let's go get those back. There we go. And we're actually going to... I'm going to delete some of these guys. Alright, armor. Alright, and what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to come down here, get my armor back, and then we have 33,000, so we're going to need to upgrade this thing's damage, and then hopefully double upgrade too, if we haven't already. Alright, we are almost out of ammo. So the plan is that I don't really want to I guess I could kill the last zombie, but the plan is, so this little blue circle on the ground right here is what we're aiming for to kill this big guy. So we're going to want to get him in here. And we're going to want to kill him directly on that circle. There we go. Directly in the middle. Nice. He's going to split. Oh, and I did it wrong. Totally forgot. You're supposed to let them, okay. That's embarrassing. We're going to need to try that again. Alright. At least this will give us some chance to get some of our points back. Unfortunately, it does not look like one is spawning right now. So we're kind of stuck in this weapon. Let's see. We're gonna have to just keep going with this, unfortunately. But it does look like we can triple upgrade this little weapon that we have. Actually, we're gonna need a little bit more, so 26,000, so we're not too far off. And actually, I'm gonna open up my window because it is burning hot in this room. There we go. Alright. Oh. Yikes. Alright. Alright, in this case, since the self-revive does not unlock until level 50 for whatever reason, we're kind of going to have to play it very safe. Alright. Let's do that, and we still don't have enough to upgrade. How close are we actually? 1,000, and we're at 460. Okay. We do have enough. Oh, nice. We get a max ammo this round. Nice. And we just triple upgraded our shotgun. Unfortunately, there isn't another portal, which really blows because you can actually get a self-revive from the ether. It's really neat. So actually, we might be able to find one. I'm not sure. I haven't found one before. Only problem. Yeah, not up here. We can, however, buy our jug while we're here. Alright. Well, this kind of stinks, but we will make do with it. We're going to need our our sprinting. We're going to go ahead and train back here. Unfortunately, I can't find my syringes. Oh man. This is a long time without a special zombie. Man, it's kind of weird actually. Alright, well, we're just gonna keep training until one spawns. Oh, nice. Okay, another big guy. Alright, we're gonna come down here. We're actually gonna do it right this time. Let's go ahead and upgrade our armor. We're gonna get out of here for just a minute so that we can. Alright, let's come over here. Get more ammo. Alright, I'm gonna leave that these two zombies actually, because we need to get this right this round, because I do not want to wait a penny more. Perfect. Alright, now that we got our two, no, we got both. Alright. Alright, now that we got this is gonna be the boss fight. All right. And actually, so we're gonna go grab his pictures. I forgot where they were though. Actually, this is the one step I don't remember. Where? Let's go find where his pictures are. Let's see. Cold War Easter Egg. That's the last thing. Raise it. We already did that. We're on the very final boss fight. Uh, and into the living room. Okay, so I guess it's up here. Yikes. And I'm gonna come back down here, get my armor again since it's about to break. Oh, another big guy, of course. Yeah! What? Yeah. Oh, great. Just accidentally used that. What? Oh, okay. Oh my god. I'll be taking that. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna leave that big guy. Oh, that was close. shit. We're gonna really need. So we need to go to the living area. Alright, we're gonna double check the exact location of this. Looks like it's by a light. Okay. Can't find the light. Alright, we're gonna need to go buy more ammo and a shit ton of other things, unfortunately. Okay, or I die. Great.